In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone. Welcome to the tech zone. We on our tech flow, and there's still a global market in case you didn't know. So many guests, we not trying to impress. Just wanna pass off the info. You can do the rest. See, there's no escaping tech. It's part of our lives. Keep every individual connected worldwide. But all this innovation is more than entertainment. It's people like you paving a new way every day. So let your imagination run wild with all the things that you dream about. Cause the tech zone is on now with Paul Amadeus Lane. Blah. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.
Welcome back to the Tech Zone. Paul Amadeus Lane live here from CES 2019 Control Room. Show me some video of CES. Let's check out some of that footage. Yeah, look at that. Night lights. Look at that. Yes. So if you're watching on live stream or YouTube, we're asking you, are you CES ready? So right now, I'm actually joined by a spokesperson from CTA, a person I've known for several years. She's much brighter and smarter than me. And let's join her and welcome her to the Tech Zone. I am so happy to have right now with me CTA Communications Director Rachel Greenhorn. Rachel, how are you, my dear?
I'm great. How are you?
Rachel, I am so happy to have you back with me here.
Glad to be here.
On the program, on the show, and being here at CES 2019. So what's been going on?
I know. I cannot believe this show floor has opened after all of these months of hard work. We are CES ready. Opened up the show floor this morning at 10 a.m. Had some amazing keynote speakers over the last 12 hours. Last night we had IBM CTO IP Park talking about artificial intelligence, and the conversation continued this morning with LG was last night. LG CTO IP Park, and this morning we had IBM CEO Jenny Rometty also talking about AI and blockchain. It's amazing what's to come.
Yeah, and I tell you, Rachel, just last year when we spoke and to now, it seemed like it was only yesterday. You know, these months and everything go by so fast. And one of the things that I really appreciate about this year's CES 2019 is just how you see innovation alive, especially over at the Sands with the startup companies and things like that. And we know some of these startup companies, they may not ever get to the point where they're producing these things for the public, but just them being here and showing it off to us as the media, other industry people out there, just talk about just what that means to them being here.
I think one of the most amazing things about CES is that the show is open to anyone with an idea. And Eureka Park is the perfect test case for that. So, of course, you have every major player, every brand is here. The big names that you know, Amazon, Intel, Google, they're all here. But you go into Eureka Park and you go into these tiny, 10 by 10 exhibit booths, and you see innovations from around the world, people who've been working on something that you can just see their passion in it. And they're there to meet with potential investors, with media, and they get to showcase what they've been working on for the world. It's the best part. It's one of my favorite spots on the show floor. Yeah,
it is. And Rachel, you talked about some of the major players that are here, the LGs, the Sharps, the RCAs, just all the major players. Why is it important for them to not rest on their laurels and say, hey, we got this reputation, we'll be all right, we don't have to go to CES? Why is it so important for them to be here as well?
So I think that big companies can learn from small companies, just like small companies can learn from big companies. And that's really another sort of special thing about CES. It brings these two ecosystems together. But if you're a big company these days, you cannot rest on your laurels, because the next thing will come and sweep you away. It could be tomorrow, it could be next year, you don't know. You need to know what's going on out there, who the new players are in your industry, in your field, which fields are coming together to impact your industry. That's why places like CES are so special.
Tell me about it. This is about my 7th year that I've broadcasted here, and every year that I come, it's like it's always an amazing experience for me who've been here for a while, a long time. And I appreciate just seeing some of the new tech out there, some of the older companies out there introducing new tech and everything. What has been one thing that you see this show is really highlighting? Because, every year there's always a buzzword. Is it 5G? Is it AI? Or is it multiple words this year?
So, of course, AI is everywhere at this show, and you're seeing it across products, across industries. John Deere is here showcasing new AI-enabled technology. John Deere is definitely a non-traditional tech company. And 5G, of course, is also a huge storyline here at CES this year. We have two chief executives from major U.S. carriers, AT&T Communications and Verizon, are here with us keynoting CES. So, this is definitely a place where the 5G story is unfolding. But I would say one of the most interesting storylines at CES 2019 is in the smart cities and resilience area. So resilience is this idea that you need to proof yourself for unintended consequences, for natural disasters, for power outages, things that can impact your business on a dime. There are technologies and innovations out there now that can help you prepare and better prepare for those emergencies and disasters. So that really feeds into smart cities, making your cities smart, reactive, responsive, keep people healthy, fed, powered, safe, secure, warm. So we're showcasing that in a new area on the show floor.
Rachel, I remember, and I talked to Gary Shapiro at Unveil. He and I had a nice conversation. We actually played it on the air yesterday. And I was talking to Gary. I said, Gary, I know a few years ago, you guys threw us for a curveball. We came to the keynote speaking on Sunday, and instead of seeing CEA, we saw CTA. And we're like, what in the world is CTA? Is it like a new acronym for something? What is it? What is it? And I told Gary how just innovative you guys are to change your name from CEA to CTA, because you mentioned about the different companies out there. They're not traditional tech companies. Every industry now has a CTO, a Chief Technology Officer, because they realize every aspect of the business now has a piece of technology in it, whether if it's AI, whether if it's 5G, connectivity, all these different things out there. You guys must be Jedis, because you guys foresaw the Force.
Well, that's awesome. And thanks. And I'm sure Gary delighted in hearing that. It is good to hear. But yeah, we felt like the electronics in our name didn't really represent. We represent 2,200 member companies as the Consumer Technology Association. And we didn't think that electronics captured really the full breadth and scope of our membership.
No, that is so true. And I know we're having a lot of fun here at CES. And there was some news that came out a few days ago just about a number of government officials. I don't know, Gary even mentioned in his keynote not being able to be here. And how has that impacted just the experience here? Or what's your take on it?
Yeah, so it's unfortunate because of this government shutdown, we've had a number of government officials who haven't been able to attend CES this year, aren't able to travel. We've had to rearrange some of our sessions. The latest session information is available on our website and in the app, so you can see what's shifted. But one thing that's really wonderful about CES is that it brings together the innovators with policymakers, and we still have a great, wonderful policy presence here at CES this year. But it is always important for policymakers to have an opportunity to see these innovations, because they're the ones who are making rules that regulate these innovations. And at a place like CES, you can see the promise and potential of things like self-driving technology, virtual and augmented reality. So we do like to have that government presence here at CES.
And you know what? I remember when we got the news, we reported on it, and a lot of our listeners, followers was like, what does government officials have to do with technology and things like that? But you bring up a very good point, how innovators can discuss things with policymakers, and it's just a marriage, because you have to have regulations and policies to make sure if you're creating something that it won't get smacked down because it doesn't have the rules and regulations and things like that. So I'm so happy that you guys are keeping us up to date on that. And that's one thing, even post CES, that I love what you guys do. You guys keep us abreast of what's going on policy-wise, when it comes to innovation. And I think that's amazing, because some people just think of CES and that's it. No, but you guys do so much more.
We are an organization of about 200 employees. We're based in Washington, just outside of Washington, D.C. Actually, we are in Arlington, Virginia, in the new national landing. It was called Crystal City, and then with the Amazon announcement, our neighborhood, Amazon is going to be our new neighbor, and they are rebranding the neighborhood as National Landing, which is pretty cool for us. Pretty excited about that, welcoming our member to town. And yeah, so there's about 200 of us. We work year-round to promote innovation policy. And it's a really exciting area.
Yeah, it is. Now, before I wrap it up and let you go, what are some things out there you'd like to articulate to the viewer and the listener out there who are not able to come and hang out with Rachel and me and the rest of the great folks?
Well, this is the greatest place on earth, and there are 180,000 attendees here with us this week, which is amazing. But it is a business event. Not everybody can join us here on site in Las Vegas, and we understand that. So you can check out ces.tech for the latest information on the show. You can catch live stream feeds, and you can follow us at CES on Twitter. Yeah, I just hope it's a great show for you. It's already been an amazing and eye-opening show for me.
Yeah, it's been awesome. And what is one piece of tech that you've seen or reported on so far? What has that been? Well,
the thing that I want to bring home with me, which might not resonate with everybody, but boy, I saw it this morning and I want it. Neutrogena has created you take a photo, like with your smartphone, of your face, and it's like visiting the dermatologist virtually. So it does a full 3D scan of your face, and then it prints out a mask with the right ingredients in that mask for your skin. And I just, I know it's a tech show, and there's a lot of amazing tech on this show floor, but I kind of really delight in some of the beauty tech.
Yeah, it's amazing how the technology has just changed the game with a lot of things, and we're so happy that here at CES we're able to see all this great innovation. Always able to catch up and talk to my great friend Rachel Greenhorn, CTA spokesperson. Rachel, great chatting with you, and thank you so much for your patience. See, a lot of listeners and viewers don't know, we had a little technical glitch before we brought Rachel on.
I would wait forever to hang out with you. This was a treat. Thank you.
Yes, and Rachel was just calm and everything. Rachel calmed me down because she was so calm. So Rachel, thank you so much for joining me, and look forward to catching up with you soon.
Thanks for having me.
Huge shout out to my friend Rachel Greenhorn, CTA spokesperson. Always enjoy talking to Rachel. Great insight when it comes to tech. And there's not always, but for the last couple of years, there's been some drama about governmental officials and everything. I ain't trying to say what's causing the drama, but let's just say there's been some drama. So, let's hope it doesn't stop innovation out there. So when we get back, I think we're going to talk about augmented reality, because we ain't got to argue about it. So when we come back from our break, we're going to talk about some augmented reality, some smart glasses coming up right after these messages.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.